Hey, hi guys, this is Thiago and welcome to Bull Bear Futures channel. Today carrying out another live transmission. If this is your first time, our objective here is to show the advantages of using technical and order flow tools, technical analysis and order flow tools, how this may be helpful. And today we are seeing after three strong or many bullish sessions. Today we're seeing a correction. Price have shown weakness. Price have shown weakness, and 83 and 9293 has been important early in the morning. And now let's see, after the strong selling pressure, bulls are trying a correction right now. Let's see, we're just reaching the 78 region, 80 region. That is important. We are reaching the 2-minute moving average. We are a bit far from the 2-minute, that is 84. So let's see what's going to happen here. We have, looking at the volume profile, we have this kind of end of the range here around the 80. After we lost the 83, after losing 82, 83, prices sped up, price accelerated downwards. Now you see that we just reached the 77.25, or no, it reached there was an exhaustion at 88.75. Remember that the point here is 78, the region here is 78.80, and we had that exhaustion right at the 80.75. That was not that helpful for bulls. Let's see what we're going to reach here. We are right at the end of this range here from 78 to 80. Then we can see here also in the volumetric bars until the 80, this previously buyers made lots of aggressions, but sellers absorb it. Let's see this time if we see price getting stuck here in the 80 region. We're seeing sellers defending but buyers absorbing. A correction could be after such a 25 points drop. We had a fall of 25 points. It was really intense. A pullback at least could be expected, but let's be patient and see where this could be happening. We could see even a reversal, but considering the motivation for this correction, maybe it could be hard to think in a full retracement, total retracement. But you see that getting stuck here at from 78 to 80, it would be not that good for, it would be important for bulls for the continuity of the hike to overcome the 80. Yeah, Aaron, I guess considering all the whole scenario, I I'm considering more a pullback. My doubt is about where the pullback could take place than about a retracement. buyers trying to defend. An exhaustion 750, they had absorbed at 77, then an exhaustion in 750. Let's see, it would be important to see for bulls to see overcoming the 80 and then sellers defending, and we see absorbing above the 81. This would be an interesting scenario, potential scenario for bulls, to increase the possibility of the maybe resuming the move. But if we see overcoming the 80 with an exhaustion above it, or failing to even reach the 80, reminding that the 83 was is the most important. An exhaustion at 950, but do you see buyers now it could see a test, but failing to overcome the 3 now would be, but maybe we could see things stopping here at the 80. Let's see how it will. It will be interesting to see more intensity here, or maybe buyers absorbing selling aggressions, but it's not what we are seeing so far. But buyers absorbing here at the 80, then this could give some hope to buyers to maybe overcome the region, but it's so far it's still being defended. This fail above the 80 is not that interesting for buyers. Let's see if it will actually fail, but it would be important to trade above the 80. No, it's not the fail. They are trying to, let's see if they will succeed in keeping price above it, because this is an important region as well. Oh, I lost the internet. I had problem with my internet signal. Let's see, because failing here could lead sellers resume the pressure, and then we could see price trying to move towards the 72 again. Let's see what will be the case, which will be the case. But buyers still defending, but sellers resuming the pressure. Let's see, but it's hard to do something here now. But considering that scenario we mentioned about the selling side stronger, it's hard to go against this strength, isn't it? But we are seeing buyers defending. Yeah. Let's see if there will be continuity. Buyers are still defending. Buyers are strong here, defending. But so far, sellers have been stronger. Let's see who will win here. And then the 78, I mentioned the 78.80 before as important. It was not that important when moving downwards, but it's showing important now as a resistance. Let's see if it will work or how it will be. It's similar to that, what was the point? 80, 80, 75, 81, 75. Now we could see, let's see if it will reach the 76. It could be expected to reach the 76, but let's see if buyers will be able to hold the move before or sellers will fail beforehand. Let's see, let's see. But anyway, now we're seeing sellers or buyers trying to defend here. You see that this move, sellers were able to displace price only until the 78. Let's see what will be the case. So look at here at the middle, the volumetric bars here in the middle. Then we're seeing that even though buyers are not able to push price above the 81.50, sellers were not able as well to push below 78. Then that ability to hold at 78 was interesting, but look here, this exhaustion at 81. It was lacking buying pressure to move up. So they were struggling at 78. Then buyers were able to push price back to the important region again, and they failed. They made an exhaustion right at the point where they should be more aggressive. So this gives a clue to the opponents, in this case to the sellers, that they're not that willing to move there. But we're again here at the 79, that's an important region. It does not mean that the 78 will be broken, but in a downtrend scenario, that fail at the 81 seems to be more meaningful than that an event absorption here. Let's see. Let's see till where they will be able to put pressure. Strong dispute here in the region. Let's see what's going to happen. It's kind of triangle being configured here, so it's not a good idea to be within it. Let's wait and see how the guys will decide, but find such a resistance in a condition, in current condition we have, is not that interesting. Look here, an exhaustion at 81.50, there's a strong pressure, but they are reaching the point they should be more aggressive. We are seeing exhaustion. Now they're going. Ô, Stephen, você tá aqui, cara, que legal. Que bom te ver aqui, Stephen. Quanto tempo? Estamos com as lives agora. Estamos com as lives. Estou lendo a sua pergunta aqui, Stephen. Se vir no order flow, embaixo acima, por exemplo, 9,0, em relação 200 para 1. Eu não entendi aí o 9,0 ou 200 para 1. 9,0, 200 para 1, se na tua opinião meter o stop loss nos 9,0 seria igual no 200. Eu não entendi, cara. Explica um pouquinho melhor o que você está querendo perguntar. We turn back to the 83, 84 region. 83 was important before. Ah, entendi. Stephen, para mim, cara, mais importante do que... Eu não olho muito o bid-ask. Eu vou olhar aqui onde eu vi uma exaustão ou não, ou onde está o range definido aqui no Volume at Price. Yeah, Aaron. Amazing, isn't it? It's interesting. Os 581,75. Deixa eu ver, 581,75. Ah, ok, o 90 aqui, entendi. Teoricamente, sim, o Stephen. O que para mim denota um pouco aqui é que quando teve só 9 de agressão, foi muito pouco. Então, o 200 ou mais de 200 é interessante porque teve uma grande absorção. Isso é representativo. Mas a exaustão, então, depende muito da condição. Se você está num range, você não vai ver uma agressão muito grande lá depois. Você está rodando um range, um rompimento provavelmente vai ter 9, 15, 20, vai ter dezena ali. Mas se você está numa tendência, você vê uma absorção muito grande ali num determinado ponto, aí a absorção ela pode ser mais significativa do que uma exaustão necessariamente, mas então varia de acordo com o contexto. Vamos ver aqui. We are right at the 15 minutes moving average, and this is right at the 83, 84, 83 was very important. let's see how the 83, let's see how it will behave this time. We see that all that selling pressure, now we are retracing all the move, then it's challenging. We need to avoid bias and look at the evidence. We see that 83 was very important before, and so far we are kind of neglecting it. We had this exhaustion at 450, but let's see. Then three was important. We had this exhaustion. We've seen this struggle here, and now we have this exhaustion at 450. 2 was actually important. Now 3 is right. The 5 minutes moving average is also pivot point support 1. Then it's a region that we anyway should be looking at, because we could see some development. We could see things getting, at least getting stuck, such as we're seeing now. Let's see how it will work here. 3 is the key in the region of 3. You see here in the volumetric bar 3 to 450 maybe. Actually 2-4, let's say. Ô Stefan, eu preferiria, se for um range, por exemplo, eu vejo 9, aí eu gosto, é uma situação que eu gosto, tá? Já na outro caso, se é uma mega absorção, teoricamente uma região de defesa, aí eu acredito mais quando rompe, aí eu acho interessante o rompimento, então varia. The owner of my office just arrived. Today I had problems with my office, no energy, and then I ran back to my home, and this is my wife home office, so I'm actually in other people room. Then we'll need to, in a couple of minutes, today maybe smaller, 25 minutes only. Let's try to do at least more 15 minutes. Let's see. Well, so we are struggling here around this the 3 again. That could be an interesting, important region, and we see that it was 325 was the low right at the opening. Okay, now it's been tested again right at the 5 minutes moving average. Let's see whether it's going to overcome it or not. We make a strong retracement of the, it was a strong retracement, as Aaron mentioned. It had retraced 50% of the drop. Let's see what will be the case. Exatamente, o Stephen. Você, essa que é pensando no fluxo, isso depende muito do contexto, da condição, de onde acontece, né? Você não tem uma coisa absoluta. Isso é melhor que aquilo? Eu falei, não, depende. Depende de como foi, de onde aconteceu, né? Então você tem que fazer esse. É importante entender a situação e ter esse entendimento de cada caso, né? É, é o que você falou. Você pode, não existe uma situação, ah, não, é isso ou aquilo. Não, depende, né? As duas coisas podem te levar a boas oportunidades dependendo de como acontecem. Now I see the 8 again, this 883, 78, now it's 7883. It's becoming a clear kind of region of decision. It failed at the 4, there was an exhaustion at the 450, then another exhaustion at 325. Let's see if buyers will be able. Look here, I think it was here I was mentioning. Overcome the 8, edge on the 3-4 would be interesting. Then you've seen it failing at 84. Now it's turning back to the 80. So this time we should see if at 78 buyers will be able to hold as they did before. Because not holding at the 80.78, then we could see again, if it breaks this region, we could see speeding up downwards towards the 73 region. That was another one important that we mentioned before. Boa, Stephen. Ô, Stephen, eu estou fazendo em português, segunda a quinta, 10h20 da manhã aqui do Brasil. Aí a portuguesa aqui eu tô no inglês com a turma, começando 11h45 do Brasil, mais ou menos. Mas se você tiver, eu não sei quantas horas está na frente, como está seu trabalho, tenta entrar por volta de 10h20, beleza? Obrigadão, cara. Bom te ver aqui também. Valeu pela presença. So guys, let's keep seeing. You see here at the 5,000 tick chart, we had kind of we started an uptrend. Okay, now we're above the 20 periods moving average here. Now under an increasing selling pressure. But let's see the case of reaching here the 78 region. If buyers will be able to... Isso, aparece lá. Não, não tem, também não tem certo e errado, só que aqui você vai ouvir em inglês. Abraço. Let's see here the 778. Now here you see buyers making aggression, sellers absorb at the 80. We're right in the middle. If we see here at the volume at price, it's hard to define ranges actually. We had lots of contracts everywhere. So this scenario is a bit challenging for me because I prefer to see at the volume profile clear range. This gives me more confidence about what could be coming, what could be happening. Then when we get such an amount of, we've seen almost the same volume in every level. Ok, Aaron. Oh, Stephen. Sim, o que eu lhe expliquei para a turma é que eu prefiro, na verdade, não ter a preocupação de operar para poder, e quem está olhando também não querer copiar para poder entender melhor a conceituação, né? Mas a gente pode, mais a uma hora, a gente vai acabar começando a fazer junto uns trades aí, etc. Eu sei que a turma gosta, mas aí pode para frente tentar ver alguma coisa nessa linha. Obrigado pela sugestão. Thanks for the suggestion. So we're struggling within this range again. The issue now is until where we see that the volume, it seems the intensity decreased, the volume decreased. We are not seeing the intensity we've seen early in the morning. And then in this context, things get a bit challenging to define good opportunities. It's better to be patient. And 78, let's see that I would say that it would be important to wait and see if it will reach, and if so, abraço, Stefan, if reaching 78, how it would behave. We're seeing now buyers making lots of aggressions, but sellers absorbing here at 850. We had the exhaustion at 150 and buyers absorbing all the aggressions here. So this is kind of, if we could say, it's a bit more bearish than bullish, but within this mess here, it's better not to take a decision, but only take this kind of indication. let's see, the 78. The point actually I mentioned early in the morning was the region of 78.80. It's been important before, so I highlighted it today again. And let's see, this time, how would it work? Right at the 78, it seems to be, let's see, so to only an exhaustion in 725. But if we see buyers making aggressions here around the 78 and we see sellers absorbing, this could lead to the continuity of the drop here maybe, and maybe it could speed up, but let's see. Let's see if this time as well they're going to be able to defend and hold prices above. We see an exhaustion in 7725. Let's see the 5 minutes, how it's looking like. Yeah, you see that the moving average at the 5 minutes was kind of respected over there. We're again, it seems to be more bearish than bullish again. That intensity that led to this kind of short-term uptrend here, that buying intensity seemed to have exhausted. Sellers start putting pressure. Let's see if they'll increase the intensity down here. It would be needed to increase the intensity here to be able to continue the drop below 78. But buyers are defending. We've seen the exhaustion 79 and this strong absorption at 80.25. So at this time it's a bit more bearish than bullish, but it's in the middle of the confusion, this messy. It's risky to try anything here. Buyers are trying to defend really. Let's keep together 4 more minutes. So you see that the 78 worked again. We had the exhaustion at 77. Now working at 8 again. Let's see. Let's see if this time it will overcome the region here. We have the 450 as the reference. Let's see if this time we are just reaching the 5-minute 20 period moving average again. We are right at we are close to the 83 that was important before. But the volume actually sees it a bit. We're seeing kind of mixed more in the latest period, the latest minutes, more buying aggression, but kind of mixed in 5 minutes. It's becoming hard to take decisions. As I was mentioning before, when we see a messy volume at price such as this one, this shows we are not seeing clear ends of the range. This is not that good for me, for my style to identify trades. Let's see this time if it will respect that, if this will be the here the 175 was a top close to the 5 minutes moving average and maybe lead to a correction. Let's see, but it's really hard to say something here and to believe in something. It's too struggled and risky. Let's see what happens. You see here in the third volumetric bar 78 to 80, 81 here. It's actually this the signal about the confusion in the region. Charts are also showing us that this is also okay. The 5 minutes, the volume, the 4,000 ticks, showing that this we had two candles with high in the 125, 175. An exhaustion 150, you see here. Let's see, but it's really boring to and risky to try to keep trying such a confusion. So guys, things got stuck right here. We had we have 45 minutes only. Today was a bit smaller than previous ones, but I will need to turn off to finish now. I'd like to thank you about joining here, about your audience here. Tomorrow I'm not going to carry out, but on Monday I will resume it around 10:45 US East time. So thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. For you guys that are watching the record version, any doubts, just drop me a comment and leave a like if you really like it, the transmission. Okay? Thank you so much. See you next week. Have a nice weekend.